Okay, I think what we're gonna make here, actually I know what we're gonna make already. We're gonna make a jerkbait. Just kind of a normal sized jerkbait. Boom, right there. That's what we're making. We'll go ahead and cut that out right away and get on with it. That's the first time my glue has actually been where I wanted it when I needed it. Perfect. I almost forgot the lip. I just drawed that on there again because I didn't have it drawn on the template, so. I was just checking if the polycarbonate fit, and it does perfectly. I got the template made. Perfect. There we go. It's nice and straight. It's pretty straight anyway. Next, I think we're gonna carve it is what. Oh, we gotta drill the eye socket first. Then we're gonna start carving. Nice and sanded down. We're ready for some lead holes, I think. Most times I would put lead like here and here in a crankbait, which always gives it a little bit of a tipping forward kind of look, and then that always made him swim good for some reason. I'm not sure why. But in this one, I'm gonna go there, and then back here yet, so when you jerk it, hopefully that weight there will make it swing around like that, like a jerkbait does. Give it that chopping action, kinda. Hopefully. I don't know if that's how that works, but we're gonna find out. That's a lot of lead. It's not very deep, but still a big hole. I think that'll work. I want to make it suspend pretty well, so trying to get the right amount of lead. We'll see. That is a lot of lead. Hopefully it don't just sink. I mean, if it's a very slow sink, I'm fine with it, but hopefully it don't sink just like a rock. I don't think it will. I think that's about the right amount of lead right there. So we're about to find out once this thing's done. Time for wood filler. This stuff smells so crazy. Here we go. This wood filler works pretty well. Sometimes it leaves some gaps between the wood and the wood filler that you just fill in with a little bit more later, but it works pretty good. Here we go. Pretty good gills on both sides. I think we're gonna drill the pilot holes for the hook hangers and line tie. There we go. There we go. I think what we're gonna do is for our clear coat, we're gonna do UV resin. That worked pretty well that one time I used it. I put it on, let it kind of soak in, then cured it, and then you sand it. It makes it really nice. So we're gonna try that again. I always forget about the lip. Every time. Just about when I'm ready to clear coat it, I think about it that it needs a lip still, so. Lip is next. We're gonna glue this in with super glue, I think. I tried UV resin one time, but the lip was loose and it was cracking out. It didn't ever come out, but it was like cracking and loose. So I'm gonna use super glue. That always held pretty good. I think the hardest part about making a bait is getting the lip straight. Because you look at one angle, it looks straight, and then you look at the other and it looks way off. I'm not sure, man. Then eventually you just have to let it how it is. Okay, we're gonna leave it like that. Looks pretty straight from the front. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it definitely helps if it is perfectly straight. Helps how straight it runs and everything. We'll let that dry for a little bit, and then we'll put the clear coat on. That's what I do to keep my UV resin brush from drying so you don't have to clean it. There we go. We're gonna let that soak just a little bit, and then we're gonna put it in my curing box because the sun is not shining right now. My cure box is just a cardboard box with a bunch of tin foil inside to make it reflective. So it works though. So that's pretty nice and smooth. I think we're gonna give it a quick sand Because always once you put the first layer of white on, you start seeing things that you didn't see, like blemishes and stuff. So I think I'm gonna give it a quick sand before I paint it. I found that sanding a lure is always a good idea. Even if you have a gloss coat on it, there's still things there you can't see until you get that white coat on, and then it's too late to sand. So I always sand it before I paint it at all. Starting with white. Next up, fluorescent yellow. Hasn't been used yet. I'm going to go with a metallic red across the back. On the picture I'm going off of, is it like a dark brown or black almost? I'm going to try this. I don't know how it'll go, but we'll find out. I can always paint over it again to start over. Now it looks like that pink lemonade color swim bait you can buy. Doesn't look bad, it's just this red is pink actually. Metallic pink is what it should be called. Next, we're going to do a black dot right there. That is going to be the finished product right there. Put the eyes in with UV resin. So my eye selection is very limited. I have red, silver, and orange kind of. I'm not sure which one. Does that look good? I'm gonna go with the orangish eye. See that fluorescent glows? There we go. Now we're going to kind of do a mid coat. I put a polyacrylic, I think is what it's called, over it first, and then you put your UV resin on and it smooths way better, I figured out. Let's do that, and then we can do, after that's dry, we'll put on the UV resin final coat. Putting a clear coat on it always makes it 100 times better. If you don't like your paint scheme very much before you dip it, it looks way better afterward. I don't know what it does, but it does something. I thought about using UV resin, but I'm actually going to use this. It's a Lure Coat is what it's called by Lure Builds. It's like a small company I bought it from. It's good stuff if you mix the ratio right. You have to get the ratio just right. I have one bait that is indestructible, and I use this stuff on it. So we're going to use this measuring spoon and hopefully get it perfectly half and half. This is a lot, but this is the measuring spoon we have, so that's what we're going to use. Perfectly level. The epoxy is a lot thicker than the hardener. Those are for another video. Now I need something to stir it with. Now I gotta get a paintbrush because I don't have one out here that is designated to this. I have some for UV resin, but I don't want to use that same brush. We're gonna go a nice thick layer since we got so much clear coat. Just gonna hang it for now while I get the lure turner ready. This trolling motor is meant to be mounted in the rear or in the transom, but I swapped the flipped the head and the bottom, and now I have it on the front. This front's so much easier to control. Got this thing tied on. Give it a little swim test. Oh yeah, exactly the action I thought it would have. And it just barely floats. Exactly like I wanted it to. There we go. Right here, there's a pier thing that usually sticks out a ways, but it's underwater. Doesn't really jerk very well. I love being able to see everything. If one hits it right now, I can totally see it. There he is! I seen him hit it. Ah, no. Right there he was. Let's see if we can get him hit again. I bet you could see that too. He hit it so slow. I probably wouldn't even know it's a hit unless I would have seen him like that. It was small, but I love this reel. The rod not so much, but this reel. A Lose Xfinity speed spool, goated. I can cast like crazy with it. Look at that big carp right there. Huge. If I'd have a bow right now, I could nail that thing. See him? That's crazy. Maybe I need to shoot carp sometime out here. If I had my sunglasses right now, I could see so much better. Okay, there's this like weed line that goes out here, and there's a carp right there. There's carp everywhere. There's beds everywhere right here. I don't see fish on them, but these hooks I use on my lures are a little bit thicker gauge wire. And you have to drive the hooks a little better, and I think that's why I didn't get that one. Okay, it's thundering already, that's crazy. The boat ramp is on the other side of the lake. I actually made it halfway around the lake already. That's pretty impressive. I think I'm gonna head back just soon. It's getting a little breezy and I don't want to be in anything sketchy. Couple more casts here and we're heading in. I got hit on it at least. That's definitely better than getting skunked. You know what? We're gonna use the outboard just because I want to run the outboard. A little wet, but you know, nothing we can't live. Thanks for watching, everyone. That is going to do it for this video. I love fishing with this bait, but there was a storm rolling in and I did not want to get blown away or something. I didn't know how bad it was going to get. It ended up not getting too bad, but that's fine. We had a fish hit it. Maybe in a later video, I'll fish with it again. We'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next one.